at all, just kind of sitting there playing his game. So it's a good game right in front of us.
Truth moves around so much, you would think that his Madden controller is actually a shake weight.
Baldwin's going to get set in the slot for this snap.
Oh, good. Good D right there by
Mr. Dick.
MF5.
That last play was a run.
Dex in that 5 wide. Well, that empty.
Oh, man, that's a tough set to defend. And look at the bomb.
Good play.
Dexter Morgan, welcome. Dex, this is wild.
Dex is tough. This is a good game. This is both these guys is balling.
This feeling you got going now and get the football back
Take it easy, bro.
to your offense. Got a tie game now. Getting set to kick it off and scores 14-14. Signals Bearcats.
Where's Armando? We need to get a hook back up.
The 49ers will line up now. Tie game, second quarter.
ATL Manny getting ready to play LT in the playoffs as well. And that's on one of the live stream TVs, but we're having technical difficulties with it right now. Hopefully we get that fixed for you guys in a little bit.
Oh, Frank Gore.
There goes Gore, a little
Jeez.
stiff arm.
And just like that. You know, Dexter had a really good drive. It's really deflating, man. When you put together a really good drive, you make a really good reads. You put together just an awesome, spectacular display of, passes put together in a row consecutively. But then immediately, right away, you give a touchdown. It's so deflating when either it's a kick return or, especially for me, a touchdown run. Not even a pass, just a run, just right down your throat.
The thing I like about this game, K-Star, is like we said, both of these guys are relatively unknown, both obviously really skilled up-and-comers, and they kind of have the same style of play. Like, they're both just, these high-powered offenses, moving the ball at will, putting up points, back and forth, back and forth. I mean, you look at it, we already have 35 points. We're not even halfway through the second quarter yet. Very exciting offenses to watch between these two guys. And there goes Dexter going into that very famous I-form twin wide receiver, Saints Power, and he's going to try to give MF5 a little taste of his own medicine and break a big run of his own here. Let's see if he could do it.
Big runs have been broken all day through this formation, through this run, man. It's been really tough for people here to handle. Ever since lockdown kind of brought to the scene.
Horse. Oh,
and you know what? There it is.
His horse, and there it goes. A little taste of his own medicine, just like we said. And like I said, this is a pound-for-pound war. They're just going back and forth, points after points. And I'm really glad we have this game on the stream because, like I said, I love seeing new up-and-coming players that I haven't seen before perform on a high level. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now, K-Star.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, this is crazy. Right now it's like an AFL game. There's no defense being played. But you know what? Again, it's still early. This is Madden 20, this is Madden 25. We still have to see these guys adjust defensively, which I think is going to come. But again, it's tough. These runs are really tough to defend. Yeah. These truck sticks that Gore and Lynch can unleash in any second make it really hard. It's just tough to play defense.
Here goes MF5 in the
and
trip.
Oh my goodness!
And there he goes, big hit right there. And like we said, this is the playoffs, people. This is the 32-man playoffs. Round robin is over. It's win or go home. These guys, Dexter, MF5, both trying to make a name for themselves. Both want this to be their moment. Only one of them's going to be able to prevail. And it looks like they both want it really bad right now. I'm just anxious to see who pulls away with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really tough to make a prediction at this point. Who you think is going to win? Because, I mean, it's just they're both just giving it to each other. Like, they both have no answers for one another, and they both clearly came to make the name for themselves, and it's just awesome for them to get the opportunity.
Both seem to be using the Saints playbook, running the I-twin, Saints Power. Good defense right there by Dexter, trying to slow M5 down a little bit here. I mean, we already have 42 points and, still over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Can somebody make a defensive play in this game?
At this point, we're begging. We need a defensive stop here.
Motions Gore, empty backfield now. Motions Gore back into the backfield. M5 controlling the middle linebacker, Wagner.
Now to the left.
Takes it to the 2-minute warning. Dex Welker. That was such a good call by in the chat box. Dex Welker, man, that's too funny. He truly does look like Wes Welker. Let's see if he could get a stop here, though.
Let's see how their claw game is. I mean, this game, at this point, the way this book. Oh,
look at that play.
Look at the heat.
a dot by MF5. I love the way that Frank Gore's wheel well kind of reversed.
Yeah.
Got upfield. It looked like that's where he was going to go. Had the deep crossing route coming over the middle. Hit him with that instead. Had several options that were open on that play.
Great play design right there.
Yeah, high-powered offense by MF5. This guy's really impressive to watch right now. Definitely the type of stuff I love to see at these tournaments.
Yeah, and I mean, like I was saying earlier, they can't stop each other. It's going to come down to, who can clock better, who can add time, better time management, better time possession, and these key moments. As you can see, M5 trying to trickle that clock down to try to get it so that he's the last person to touch his ball before halftime because, if he scores too quickly.
Ooh, flag.
Looks like it may be offsides. If he scores too quickly, I mean, that's a problem. Dexter's been moving the ball.
Yeah, exactly. How fast Dexter's been moving the ball. Anything 40 seconds or over that you leave this guy, maybe even 30 seconds over with 3 timeouts, he's liable to at least get a field goal, if not maybe even 6. These are 2 very high-powered offenses, and you can see why both of these guys are in the playoffs. And if I'm correct, neither one of these guys had to buy back in to their round robin. They just went straight into their round robin, took care of business, and made it to the playoffs.
Frankie G, look at that, running over the Seattle defense.
I'm almost positive MF5 made it straight into the playoffs because he's been just sitting around all day. I think he got out of his round robin early. I thought he was just a spectator when I saw him today because he hadn't been playing all day. He must have got through his round robin super early. And looking to go up here.
So we got half power O, and there's a touchdown.
That's not a good feeling when you're just trying to lurk and one of those, you're trying to make a play and then one of those linemen come and just pancake you out of nowhere.
And you know what? 1:05 left. I mean, great drive. MF5 put together, but a lot of time left on the clock for Dexter. But it's just one of those things. You can't really argue with scoring a touchdown. Like, I've seen, throughout this weekend so far, people pass up on the opportunity to score a touchdown. Ooh, nice little strip animation there. But, I've seen people actually pass up on the opportunity to score a touchdown and end up biting them. Yeah. The last time we saw it with Swizzy in a game in Crew v. Crew.
It's a tactic that we've seen work. We've seen it bite people, come back to haunt people. You see people, they're in the red zone. Instead of going for points, they're taking knees just so they can take more time off of the clock. That's always one thing I would kind of like to see in Madden eventually in the future is maybe if we could ever adjust the play clock because,
40 more condensed time,
40 seconds in a 5-minute quarter game is a big chunk
of
the
exactly.
play clock.
I mean, it's designed in the NFL for 12 minutes.
As you can see in this game, it doesn't have much of a factor because these guys are not thinking ball control. They're thinking points, and they're making it happen.
Nice little out route there by Dexter. Wide open.
Already on the 44-yard line.
By the way, that was a very Dex Welker kind of route anyway. A little out route.
Okay, yeah.
They got a first down now after that catch. Wilson from the shotgun.
RB wide open. Getting on his horse. Gets down. And we can't stress it enough, people, especially if you're playing the 49ers. If you're out in the open space with those tiny wide receivers, don't risk going up agained that hit power. Lightly tax the X button, get that laydown animation. It'll be one of your best friends. It's what smart players do. You don't need to try to stretch everything out for the maximum gains. You got to play smart. Assess the risk of taking a big hit from one of these 49er players. Tap that X button, get down in certain situations. Good move right there by Dexter.
Absolutely.
I approve.
Audible here. Oh, did you see that quarterback bite inside?
Super glitchy. I don't know what he did right there. I don't know.
I know he did right there. Dot. What a great play design that was. I think he did some kind of reset of the play.
I believe that was MF5 doing some sort of baseline. That was super strange to see the cornerback kind of suck in there to the left.
Oh, yeah.
Just wide open.
Yeah. That was pretty crazy.
We got to keep a lookout and see if that's something he does on the regular.
Well, I mean, even you can see right now, it looks like M5 kind of does certain things with his cornerbacks, maybe moves them off position a bit.
Setting up, clicking on every one of his defenders. 16 seconds left. Dexter already in the goal line.
And, goodness.
28 points apiece going into the second half. Talk about high-powered offense. And these points are coming off of turnovers. These guys literally scored every time they touched the ball.
Dexter right now truly is a monster. I mean, hiding in plain sight. The man right now is absolutely just killing it. 12 seconds left for MF5. I don't think that may be enough time.
receiver in the slot.
Seth and Truth having some issues in their game.
Shotgun ready for the snap. Looking for an open receiver on the right. The 49ers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here.
No, they were on this TV.
Guys, who was using this? Oh, that's that boost.
Yeah, back boost.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. We had some technical difficulties on one of the screens that we had to take care of. Everything's resolved. Look at this. MF5 is trying to get even more points before the half. Going for a long field goal. 57-yarder. Perfect. Full power.
Not enough.
Not enough behind it.
What a half.
That was a great half. That missed field goal was the only time one of them touched the ball and didn't get points. So.
I mean, these guys ran all over each other. They passed all over each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they did everything. It was a spectacle, that's for sure. Good
call on that, K-Star. Definitely just moving the ball any way they want out there. And let's get some special teams involved, why don't we, and tackle that 44-yard
Why not? Dexter with the rock, controlling the game, and this is huge. Again, the clock management earlier, MF5 scoring a little bit too quickly, but again, hard to argue with taking a touchdown.
There he goes, quarters run commit defense. And
Marshawn Lynch, gain of 6.
I went up against, after the last ATL Gamer Society tournament, me and Buck Sweep were actually getting in the lab, and he was running lockdowns, I-twin, stiff arm. We wanted to, check it out, see what it was about. And I tried to stop it with this defense right here. The quarter.
It doesn't do it.
And it just wasn't working. This was not the remedy.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
But if you're M5, I mean, you've already tried everything else on defense, Not
I feel like at this point you got to just eventually you got to find, just randomly guess. Find different formations, maybe run a 4-3, cover 1, like a man type play. Because look at this run. This is ridiculous. Every single play. You got to just try things that are unconventional, that you never played before, that you never lab with before. New defenses try to stop it because it's that type of powerful run, man. It is very tough to stop. And, that right there is considered a huge stop for MF5, just limiting it to 2 yards. That's almost considered, a loss at this point because of how powerful that run's been all day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's probably one of the least amounts of yards we've seen picked up on any of the plays so far. And good truck right there.
Jeez.
Good truck right there by Dexter. 3rd down, hurry up. Back to the shotgun, empty set.
Oh, man, look how quick he's getting to the line.
Harvin wide right, motioned. Drops back.
Crossing routes.
M5 rushes 2. Has no spy out there.
And there goes Russell Wilson.
Dexter running, good stick work. Good slide. Good play by Dexter to realize it was only a 2-man rush. Dropped everyone back into coverage. No spy out there. Let me roll out, get away from this rush, pick up the 1st down, live to fight another day. Good play by Dexter.
And then again, that's why, the Niners and the Seahawks. Oh man.
That's a tough break. That's a tough break, K-Star.
MF5 just had the Harrison's arms just stick out for a second as that ball came out. But again, that's why people use the Niners and the Seahawks, because these young mobile quarterbacks, they force you to have a spy. That's just another thing you have to defend, as Marshawn Lynch absolutely plows over another 49er into the end zone, which is just the theme of the game so far. But yeah, man, these young quarterbacks, these mobile feet, these guys, these athletic guys, that's if you're playing Madden competitively, don't get me wrong, Peyton Manning's great. He's phenomenal in this game. Even still, Peyton Manning can throw the ball like no one else. But, the thing is, that 2-man rush probably would have worked against Peyton, because Peyton's not scrambling anywhere. Yeah. But again, that's the benefit, and that's why these players in this tournament are using the San Francisco 49ers and the Seahawks.
Yeah, the mobile quarterback's always been very important in Madden, as we all know. As you can see, people that play with the Bengals, they sit Andy Dalton to start Josh Johnson. We saw that several times throughout this tournament alone. I feel for M5. There's a fumble right there, and Dexter gets it. Oh, that's such a tough break for M5. Right when I was saying I feel for M5, he goes ahead and fumbles, and Dexter recovers it.
Oh, man.
And the frustrating thing, what I was going to say, K-Star, is it must be so frustrating for M5 is